Hi, I'm Edwin, and I'm from Estonia, and I got diagnosed with ADHD when I was probably like 8 years old, something like that. There was no medication available at that moment. It was in the 90s and East Europe, it was not available. But anyways, time went on, and probably like about when I was like 18 years old, it was the first time when I tried the first Concerta. First I got the 18 milligram one, then I got 36, and then later I went on to, what was it, 64 or something, yeah, or 66, well, I don't know, anyways. And for some people probably who got this medication maybe earlier, maybe it helped them to do some kind of like schoolwork and go through the school and stuff. Well, I've been dropping out of university like 2 times, and by the time I was finally prescribed Concerta, I was already doing like Molly and acid and smoking pot and doing everything. And so I don't know if you mix them together, do you get the same result? Because I have to say that it haven't been as magical as I wish it had been. I worked really hard to get this medication, and once I got it, I was slightly disappointed because I was hoping it to be, more pleasant. Something about like what people maybe don't mention very often is that for many people, Ritalin is a stimulant, but it's a little bit unpleasant one. It makes it makes you very anxious. And if you have been, for example, on the streets doing like speed or something, and you start first, because at so young age you already try those ones, and then you try the Concerta, and then you feel like, whoa, speed and coke and all these ones are just so much more like enjoyable. Like you don't get this panic and anxiety attack. Instead you get like euphoria and nice feeling, and in your mind, because you want this medication, you start thinking like, oh, maybe I can get the same kick out of this medication or something, because like those things really make you want to use your brain for a little. But I would have to say that even with Concerta, it's like, yeah, it works. Some people say it changed their life, oh my god, it's a big statement. I would say that it has never changed anything about my life. What it does is, like, if I drop one Concerta in the morning, I can basically just suppress my appetite, because during the weekends I drink so much. I eat, drink, smoke, drink, do all the crazy things, and then I get so like swollen. And once the week starts, like on Monday or something, then I start dropping like Concertas in the morning quite early, because they last for a while. And by doing so, I basically just suppress my appetite and give myself a basic energy, and the basic energy, just clean up my room and stuff. I never got graduated. I'm a 2-time university dropout. This university thing really didn't fit for me for some reason. It was probably too difficult for me, and I can't keep, like, I've always had a problem with something that feels very boring, like for me it's so hard to find any excitement. I'm really like, for my ADHD, I guess you can call it ADHD or whatever, it definitely, I'm diagnosed with it, but I just find it so hard to find any excitement, and once there is something that makes me really quite excited or make me feel comfortable, then I'm immediately like super addicted and into it. And yeah, Ritalin and Concerta, they just don't cut it, they don't give me the feeling like I want to do anything really at all. They give me a basic energy, but what it is, like, I can watch porn and like, help myself like 5 times a day. And this once I put this Concerta on, then I can't even focus at all. Once some girl's photo pops up on my phone screen, I'm like totally taken, There's no focus to deal with any kind of work or any kind of thing. I guess one time when Concerta really helped me was when I was backpacking in Australia, and then when I just did some kind of like planting those watermelon plants. Then it really works, because it was like physical work, I was like, I put one in and I had energy like all day long. All I needed was drinking water, and it really helped. But for anything that's like, nowadays a lot of people are at home, maybe probably like unemployed, or like just like having some way of surviving in a way that there is nobody really telling you what you have to do or something. And in this case, I would say that what Concerta really doesn't do is that it doesn't give you it does give you certain like energy, or maybe some kind of like you want to do something, but it doesn't give you the motivation. At some point in your life you run out of motivation. You just don't care about those things. When you was young, you cared about that, you wanted to be rich and famous and stuff, and suddenly when you hit some moment, like at least for me, when I hit some moment, I just run dry on motivation. And so I started boosting it with like a quarter of modafinil and something, put it together with modafinil, because modafinil is really like, it's like a motivation, but it isn't like stimulant. So it doesn't stimulate me, even though it takes my like sleep, it makes me sleepless and stuff, but it just gives you some motivation thing that, you want to be better self or something, which Ritalin definitely doesn't do. Or like Concerta, both the same thing. One is like XR, extended release, another one is short release. So that's the only difference. But yeah, like with Concerta, I would say that there are side effects. You see your, for some few hours, you see your penis shrink if you're a male, and you see like you can have some headache, or you can have very racy heart, you can become moody and a little bit. Usually what it means, like, you just when you start taking this medicine, because with Ritalin you can kind of control the dose of it, because you can break it to quarters and stuff. It's very easily, you can do anything with it. But with Concerta, it's like an all enclosed capsule. And if you first start, even the 18 milligram one might be a little bit too much for you. So you feel hand palms sweaty and heart racing, and you feel a little bit angry with your loved one or something, So yeah, that's something that you need to be aware of. And another one is like, if you take it for a longer time, then it doesn't work again. Then you should do a break for a couple of days or a week or something, and then it works again. But of course, like I said, it works. But in my personal opinion, it's not some kind of smart drug, It's very good name, a very good marketing, but it probably doesn't deserve what it's called, It's not a really smart drug. It's just like, stay up late if you want. If you have a short release, the Ritalin pills, you can sniff it when you're drunk. You can get clear again and have a little bit, something going on. Other than that, really like, maybe just doing your homework. Like if somebody really forces you at school to do something, but that's what I'm saying. I should have had this thing in the school and not right now, like, yeah, the school homework or something, maybe. I wouldn't give too much credit to that one either, because like many of us, before we even get on the medication or something, because many doctors, they don't want to give this medication to like a 7-year-old. So by the time you get this medication, you have probably already been smoking weed, and you probably do it regularly and stuff. And if you mix those two up, you get a little bit funky, weird, hallucinating, or not, a little bit like trippy feeling, something. But it definitely doesn't help you to do your homework if it's already, the situation is like that. So yeah, maybe if you take just like only this medicine, you are very much under your parents' control. You don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't do others, street medicines, then maybe yes, maybe it works. But that means you need to be a good boy. Your mom, like, just, really, you need to sit at home, play video games, and then take this medicine. Maybe then you get such a kick that makes you want to do stuff. That's the only way I see it. Other than that, I feel like it just stimulates everything. Like, you are who you are. And by the way, I like who I am. Like, I don't have anything against myself. Like, I wish I was better educated and had better finances and some more opportunities, work and everything wise, But at the same time, I have to say that I love my personality. I'm happy with myself, and I don't really want to change it, right? But this ADHD thing, this is part of my personality. I'm all good with it. But yeah, like with Concerta and these things, they give you a certain kick. Doesn't do anything special. Once you quit taking it, you probably get a little bit depressed for a little while, maybe week, maybe less, maybe just 2 days. But after this goes away, nothing really changed in your life, you know. It's not like the type of medicine that you take and it cures something. It never cures anything. It only treats something, and it treats only for specific people. I really wish I had a chance one day to try those like amphetamine-based ADHD medications, because in the countries where I'm currently living and where I'm from, this is the controlled substance, so it's not really available for medical use. But if I have a chance to travel again someday to maybe to the United States or some other place, then I would love to try. Maybe it's much better, you know. I do believe it's much better. Probably have a stronger drop once it ends, but at least you get a decent kick when it starts. That's important. That's my opinion on Ritalin. Probably is my first video too. Put me a thumbs up if you like what I said. If you disagree, put me a thumbs down. And if you want to say something that I missed or want to correct me something, just leave the comment. And if you want to subscribe and see more, maybe I will update something more as well. Ciao, I'm Edwin, and have a very nice day.